I have one of my collectives that wants to give a message to you right now. Like, this is the Raziel collective. The reason you kept seeing me go over and over again was because we got Archangel Josephiel and Michael. I don't have an Archangel Josephiel or a Michael collective currently. So I know that basically they're working with us. This is my Archangel Raziel collective. So we have a message for the Archangel Raziel collective right now. Alright, let's see what there is. What are you guys needing to know? Your counterpart has done something. Your counterpart has stood up for themselves. To their parent. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So your counterpart stood up to them about themselves. There was a cycle repeat. The potential for success in reverse. So there was something that in the past you were wanting forward movement. You were feeling a lot of stagnation. Going back and forth. Should I do this? Should I not do this? When it comes to contacting them, because we know for you, Raziel Collective, it is your spot to contact this person. You felt something switch today. Some sense of like, no, this is like really real. I really am in love with this person. I really am willing to go forward and defend myself and get rid of all these things that aren't serving me so I can come into fruition with this person. You keep telling yourself, it's almost time. It's almost time. And there's just something you feel like really different, really clear-minded right now. It could have been a lot of emotions. And you're just kind of wondering what happened. Did something happen to them? Well, as you do the work, so does your counterpart. You might have recently stood up to somebody. I don't know who for you, but you stood up to somebody. Your counterpart, 1000%, stood up to a parent figure. And it was like this last little bit of them defending their own inner teenager. Yeah. They became attracted to self. This person completely stood up to their parent for their inner teenager. Forgiving and learning. They came to, so they were trying to have a cordial, real conversation with their parent. Your counterpart, their parent, they don't have like a horrible relationship. They did in the past when they were younger. But I sense that this person, like a lot of their parents, which happens, a lot of this person's parent threw a lot of their problems onto the child and made the child, which is your counterpart, feel like it was their issue. So therefore, growing up, this person became a people pleaser. This person has completely changed who they are. I mean, they're an adult, and they've chosen to rise from everything that happened to them, the emotional and physical abuse they went through. The person stood up for themselves and was like, you know what? I'm a strong person, and I love you, and I forgive you. But we're going to acknowledge the things you've done to me, the things you said to me. I'm going to acknowledge my inner teenager and not make them feel belittled anymore to make you comfortable. Remember, this is your counterpart talking to the parent figure. Okay. So, they've mastered some form of self-love. Being able to do this to the parent was interesting. Different. Yeah. This parent was definitely very controlling, emotionally manipulative. But the thing is the parent is a good person. Right? Yeah. It's crazy all this stuff ties in. Okay? Wow. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups up hand. That's intuitive. It's empathetic. The Page of Wands in reverse. So not seeing the clear message. The Ace of Cups in reverse rest in reverse. Not wanting to have this, go forward with this stable offer. The world in reverse, incompletion. Peace of visitor in reverse. And then the moon, freeing self of self-illusion. Okay. So this is what this person was going through. This has nothing to do with your connection. This person was talking to their parent and wanted some form of real communication, real forward movement. Their intuition was telling them to, and a lot of times they let what their parents say go in one ear and out the other, because they're not dependent at all on their parent anymore. But it's just so succumb to wanting peace that they let their parents say and just kind of do what they want. So a lot of us get into that and realizing that, no, you're allowed to defend yourself after a certain point. All the time. You are allowed to defend yourself to your parent if what they're doing is in vain, is wrong. Just because they're a parent doesn't mean that you can't defend yourself. The offer, the conversation didn't go as expected. For both sides, for the parent and for the kid. The parent felt like they said something and the kid, or your divine, because I'm in the parent's mind right now, flipped out of nowhere. What really happened was the volcano effect. Everything bottling up inside and igniting at once over the littlest thing. Something was said, and this time your divine didn't let it go. They stood up for themselves. Like, no, that's not exactly correct. Because this person could see the cycle repeat with their parent. And they basically told their parent, look, like, I'm going to love you from afar. I'm an adult. I don't deal with other people's bullshit. I don't deal with my own bullshit. I'm not dealing with your bullshit. I love you. I want to do the inner work. But if you're unwilling to, I'm going to have to go separate ways from you. Because my peace, my self-worth, is worth more than our relationship. Yes. My love of self, my self-worth is worth more than my relationship. Because when you're around, I try to make you happy, and I'm done seeking your approval. This was what felt like a tower moment, but wasn't. Remember how we talked about there's no more tower moments. There's going to be big jumps and leaps and roller coasters, but no more tower moments where everything crushes down at the bottom and has to start up again. And this person has been lifted to another timeline now. They really, really stood up for themselves to their parent. There's still this feeling of incompletion, though, this person is having. They're feeling uneasy with your dynamic. Not meaning they're not at peace with fate. What I mean is like, they can feel that you trust in this connection now. And they know and have completely 1000% decided that they are to not be the one to contact you first ever again. They've tried, and they don't see those efforts in vain, but they know that now the ball is not in their court. It is precisely in your court, the ball. With this moon, this self-illusion, this person also free. This situation, like the way their parent acted, showed them so much how they're more mature than their parent, more grown than their parent. This person's actually had to realize a lot of, they've had to battle their fears that a lot of people that they've seen as role models don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they're more of a realistic, true person than a lot of people they looked up to their whole life. A lot of people say own your shit, but then they won't own theirs. And I sense that this was that type of parent for your counterpart. And they were like, you know what? You always tell me to own my shit. How about you fucking sit down and actually listen for once and see that you can't own your own shit? You love telling everybody else, but you can't take your own medicine. And this triggered a lot of self-illusion to be unveiled to this parent. This parent was like, fuck you to the kid, to your counterpart. They're still seeing them as a kid. They're not even seeing them as a full adult. And I'm telling you, y'all in your like late 20s, like mid 20s at the earliest on. And they're still seeing you in the mindset as a child. Or not you, your counterpart. So this person broke a lot of self-illusion because they realized like their parent always acted like they had this power, and I sensed that there was some form of emotional attachment to fear. Like their parent just made them scared in a way that nobody did, and they didn't understand why, and just like they just fucking went ham. This is gone. This person, this was like this is what was like a really big thing that the person didn't know they weren't doing on their end. They want you to do all this growth, and they're doing the growth too, but their spirit was sending them signs after signs that, hey, there's somebody you gotta stand up to. And they really didn't expect it to be their own parent, but it was. This person's freed themselves of that self-illusion. I hear a train, but I don't think you guys can hear it, because the train track's pretty far away, but I hear a train right now. Yeah, let's go into the further. So this is the romance angels. How is this going to be intertwined? Does this have to do with you connecting them? You might be not confused, but you're like, holy shit, I remember we were talking about earlier, you recently stood up to somebody. It could have been a parent very well for you too, or it could have been like that third party influence that's been getting in the way of you in the connection with your divine. Yeah. Let your friends help you. Children, passion, soulmates, trust, heart-to-heart conversations, and retreat. All sideways. Sideways means both parties are mutual. So both of you have been able to, like, during this time, you've had a lot of heart-to-heart conversations with people. I really hope you guys can hear this fucking train. Man. It's getting closer. Yeah. So the passion has been found within your connection again. This person has asked for help from others. And we're going to channel right in nothing to do with you. Help when it came to just making a decision with whoever this person they stood up with, that you stood up with is. Yeah, you went to your friend for some advice on how you're like, I don't know if this person's going to continue. Like, I don't know if I have the passion to be with this person anymore. I sense for a lot of you, while your friend, ooh, interesting. So while your counterpart was standing up to this parent, for a lot of you, you were standing up to a friend. Or at least a friend that put something in your mind. Well, to let your friends help you, you went to another friend, a new person that you've never really asked for an opinion for, and they gave you a totally different mindset on something. See, with the children channel both ways, you both had, also you and your counterpart, definitely had wounds and have wounds to heal with parents. That's a continuous thing forever, basically, for most people. So you asked somebody, though, also specifically about your soulmate, about this person in the reading. You're in a state of retreat from them, and you asked this person, should I have a conversation? Should I contact my divine? Or, you asked, should I contact my divine? And your friend said, if it's in you this much, yeah. Get your shit figured out. This is what the friend says. Get your shit figured out. And when you're ready to come out of hermit mode, when you're ready to take that jump to the person, trust it. Take that leap when you feel it. And also channeled in with them standing up to that third party, for a lot of you was a friend, a romantic partner, or a parent. You got to some form of understanding. You realized, you battled your fears, and you stood up for yourself, and this person, like, was like, oh, okay. Like, this person acted like they had all this control over you. You saw the manipulation and everything change, and how much of it was bullshit and them bluffing. So you see, as you do this work, your divine is too. You both battled a fear somehow today. Whew. All right, now Harry Potter cards to finish off. Also, I'm using Harry Potter to honor Hogwarts Legacy. I do have a Twitch, and it's Uncle Bron's official. If you'd like to go over there, we're streaming. We're streaming God of War and Hogwarts Legacy, but Hogwarts Legacy gonna be number 1 now. Okay? Yeah, Uncle Bron's official if you're interested. All right. So, I'm taking the reversals as what your forward movement is to do with your divine. And I'm taking the inwards as the decisions your divine has made going forward from here. This is what you are to do. We have 2 flights of the fancy and identity. 2 flights of the fancy. You are to make the forward movement. My Raziel Collective friend, person, this soulmate, this soulmate is ready for you and you're ready for them. With this identity, you come to them and say, I need to define my identity. I need to define myself. With clarity, with reality, all of that strength that you got, defending yourself, standing up for your inner child to whoever that dynamic was. Because as you are doing the work, again, they are your counterpart, your tangle partners, a guide and a support. Doesn't matter how far away you are from each other. Your spirit guides are also sending your divine a lot of signs that you are coming in with forward movement. They're starting to send them a lot of signs. Your person has always gotten signs to keep them updated on what's going on with you, or to keep your energies in line, but never full connection since you guys last spoke, because spirit had to make sure that you were only getting enough information that you needed of each other. You needed to focus on self. But now, since you're divine and you have both done this work, it's showing how your timelines are crossing again and are about to intertwine. So this person, it's not that they expect your communication. They just have been getting so many signs. And the one thing that's going to solidify their intuition completely is when you make that forward movement. But this person's at peace with fate. They found their identity. They definitely shed something today, that a big third-party influence they didn't even know was there, which was the stress of what their parents thought and cared in impressing. They let go of that. It was a big weight on their shoulders, and they didn't even know it was making them tired and holding them down. Wow. So you're going to have to honor the strength of the divine feminine within yourself, because you're scared to be vulnerable with this person. But my friend, it's in this moment the best benefit for you to go ahead and follow that jump, that leap. The freeness you're going to feel, what I'm feeling, and seeing this unconditional love that this person is going to give you, this balance, give and take with no effort, it's going to completely restore and make you understand why I didn't feel this way with anybody else. So, what is your person's further movement? What are their guides telling them to do? Battle your fears. Relationships. Flights of the fancy, and values and beliefs twice. Battling this person's fears, specifically when it comes to you, is realizing they don't have to continuously try. They are simply enough. This person has always felt tied into the parent thing, that they had to do things to be willing for people to communicate. They had to do things to be willing and deserving of life, of existence, and they don't think that way about themselves anymore. They want to bring you forward movement every fucking day. If they know that you're doing the work and you're going to be each other's roller coaster buddies, this person constantly is battling their fear that you're not going to reach out. Their values and beliefs are not being tested anymore. They understood them, they solidified them, but their values and beliefs every day. I would say the energy of this more now of your divine, they're completely at peace of fate. They have completely decided that they know the ball's not in their court. They're not going to make communication. They can love you from afar. They can go continuing on with their life, knowing that they're going to always love you unconditionally. But of course, Spirit is still sending them all of the signs that you are coming in with forward movement. This person is going to continue to trust. And they know that you got that one flight of fancy card for this person. They're going to go forward with this relationship. They're going to go forward with this relationship, and you're going to do it organically together. Battle your fear. Reach out to them. And the Phoenix, rising from the ashes. You're going to get some signs about the Phoenix. And owls. Phoenix and owls are big signs going forward. Alrighty, that's what I got for you, my friends. And if you resonated with the video, don't forget to like, but I only want you to like if you resonate with the video, okay? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Do your forward movement, Raziel Collective. You fucking got this shit. Let's get it. Y'all, please tell me you hear that. That's an airplane. We got an airplane and a train. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. All right. Let's get it. All right, forward movement for the extra. If you're still here, you got a little bit extra, something else Spirit wants you to know. Okay. We got 2-2. What you're sending them, what they're sending you. Okay, so this is what you're sending. This is also, I know we already went off with that, but like at this current moment, this is going to be specifically about, this is going to be specifically when it comes to your connection. What romantic energy are you sending each other? So what you're sending them. Captain Marvel sees the day and Dr. Octopus. Being right never feels wrong. So you feel right. You feel confident. You're like, holy shit, it's the day. It's time to seize my destiny. And they're feeling it. What are you getting from your divine? Another one. Another one. Vengeance will be mine. Be blinded by the light. Interesting. Your divine has no idea. Their divine vengeance will be mine. They are sending you the energy of like that strength that they're like. I'm seeing gold. That gold chain on Ghost Rider is extremely resonating. This person is sending you the energy of when it says vengeance will be mine, they're willing to go to the end of times with you. You see, Ghost Rider, he's a hero, but not like Superman. Do you understand what I'm saying? He sees the dark and the light. He works with reality. The vengeance will be mine. Mixed in with that blinded by the light. You seize the day, and they're going to make sure this person's going to protect you. Like, not even just in the material or physical world. This person is very spiritual. You're divine, and their spirit guides will protect you. You ride with them. They are riding with you. That is the energy they're sending you. And then with that be blinded by the light, and with her, she's kind of like this. So I take that as like they see it coming. They know the sun's there, but they just can't see everything. So your person doesn't see, they feel you're coming in, but they haven't seen it yet. And they're giving you the energy of, I'm ready to see you. Yeah. Go seize the day, my friend. Let's get it.